everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It's a one-game reprieve at home for the Kings here with their Sacramento fans and then back on the road. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And Greg, the first time you face a team in a season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis, Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Matt Barnes is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Anderson in at the 5 down low. And Cousins gets it to go.
You know, Dave Joerger, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Now here's Conley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Easy the pass to Gay. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And no question, G8, Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers, but in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only one playoff. Only one. Count him, one. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis, though, Kevin? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason. Here's Rondo after the basket by Tony Allen. Rondo kicks to Gay. It's rebounded by Randolph. Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. And, you know, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent. Physically, instinctively, skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be completed.
Now Rondo, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. That's good from Gay on the assist by Rondo. Gay's got his second basket of the night.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Outside Randolph, down low, Barnes. And it's good. Fought through contact, it's the shot, he'll go to the free throw line.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up. And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists. By far the most in his career, and that didn't translate into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step toward getting those wins.
And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator, he's an agitator, and he's a team player, I think, at the core. And everywhere he's gone, you know, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. You know, he's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit. Diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, you know, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
Now here's Barnes, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins.
For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnovers.
And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner.
Now here's Gay. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
They get it again. A second left. AC dishes to Bellinelli. Gay passes to Rondo. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Back to Cousins. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's now 7 points for Gay. Here's Allen. They set the pick. To the right side. Clock at 6. Rondo against Conley. And Rondo sends it back. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Stolen by Anderson. Allen kicks to Anderson. Conley, the pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Back to Conley. Can't get it to go. Good D by Rondo. Kings have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Cousins. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. He dishes it to Barnes. At the elbow, Randolph with his first shot attempt, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. White, he's checked in for Anderson. Green comes in for Zach Randolph. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Matt Barnes. And it's Chalmers in for Tony Allen. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And another miss by Memphis.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now here's Collison. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Clippers. He feeds it to Koufos. Wide open look. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Now here's Collison. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Cauley Stein, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now here's Stevenson. Conley up top. Green the screen, and it's Conley penetrating. Another miss by Conley.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Here's the screen. And the pass to Koufos. Inside, here's Cauley Stein.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Caron Butler is checked in for Sacramento.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Wright sets a screen for Chalmers. Outside, Green. Free from Stevenson, and the shot is good. Stevenson's got 5. Greg, with Cauley-Stein, his defense is the first thing that you notice. Very adept at shot blocking already. Does a lot of things, Clark, very well.
But, Kevin, I think it's his agility and the way he moves his feet defensively as a 7-footer. He literally can defend all 5 positions.
That's a great point. His perimeter defense, I mean, against smaller players, something to behold.
Outstanding.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Kings leading now by 5. Collison kicks to Cauley-Stein. To the middle. It's deflected. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Now here's Collison. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And again, it's Sacramento converting. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Stevenson outside. Wright with a screen on Butler. Dishes to Chalmers. There's the 3, and that is good. Chalmers has got himself on the board with 3 there.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Outside Collison. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Now the dish to Caspi. At the elbow, it's Collison. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Willie Cauley-Stein. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. James Anderson, he's checked in for Darren Collison. He's off on the 2nd. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Stevenson dishes to Conley. Green with a screen on Curry. And here's Conley outside. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Kings on top, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
One big reason why not them is what happened.